We love you, Chris Hemsworth.
Gear and all.
All right, back again with week 3. Ready to get started.
I gotta go put a pair of shorts on.
And yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's Monday, and it's time to get ready for our workout. We're going to do another day of 90-second runs, just like week 1, except we're going to have much better pacing this time, hopefully. And we're actually going to do some more form work inside the active recovery to tie in what we did in week 2 back into week 3, just so we are flowing same path. So let's go get started with walking out that track.
Hello everybody, we're doing 3 of working out for trials. Day 1's workout was a repeat of week 1. We're just trying to see where we are after some weeks of actual training. So we're doing 90-second runs. We have 2. We do have active recovery after both instead of just 1 like last time. And we're still trying to hit the same pace, 60 seconds at the 400 meter mark. Hopefully we can make it to 500 meters.
All right, we got that done. Now it's time to warm up. And actually, we get the opportunity today to, while we're warming up, to watch John run a mile during our warm up. So that's gonna be great. You guys won't get to see that, but I will, and I'm gonna have a blast doing that. So we'll be back to you when we're about to start the workout. All right. Alrighty, we're done warming up and stretching and did our drills. And John's finishing his last lap here. He's doing great. I'm so proud of John. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna get changed and get started.
Just to remind everybody who may have forgotten what we said in week 1, remember this is not supposed to be a sprint. So even though we're trying to make the pace, we also still want to hold true to what the amount of energy we're trying to put out. Still gonna feel the run, still gonna feel the burn either way, but we're not trying to sprint. We're trying to make that time without sprinting. I am in the future gonna try and do something about not being able to really see me on the far ends. Don't know what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna figure that out in the course of week 5. We're finishing up week 4, and I don't think I'm gonna have any solutions by now. But had a good run. I died here. I made it just after 60 seconds, and I ended up finishing at about almost 450, 475. That's good. Active recovery for all of this between is about 5 minutes. I had John set a timer. Our goal is 25 push-ups, 25 abs, and 5 jumps, or I should say jump outs with a handball. I can't remember what they're actually called, but end up doing that. Remember, the goal is actually getting it done. Doesn't mean you can take a break. It's not about a time. It's not about a rush. And my videos are sped up just because I'm slower and the workouts take much longer. But no worries. And I did make sure that we did not do crunches at all, I think this week at all. But yeah, we avoid crunches because I know people were a little upset about me doing crunches as before, but it is what it is. We're doing some flutter kicks. In flutter kicks, you gotta make sure that your legs stay about 6 inches at the minimum, and then they go up from there. And you want to try and have your shoulders off the ground to keep your abs flexed. The handball tosses, you want to get to 90 degrees and explode out. It's an explosive movement, and you want to push out as you're coming up. It may look a little weird, but shoulder width apart, push out. And I go up because I'm not trying to throw it Whenever you're doing this in a more controlled environment, you might go straight forward with it because you're doing it at a wall. But as I had to have John throw it back to me, I did not want to throw it. So we ended up finishing the active recovery, I think just in under 5 minutes, and then I got like a 10-second break to get some water and get up to a line. These breaks are not, I don't have a coach, so you don't have someone there to monitor and kind of keep track of everything. Oh, good job, John, with the recording. But we don't have the ability to kind of know and see ourselves while we're working out. So you want to do the recovery and make sure you're holding yourself accountable. But if it's plus or minus 15 to 30 seconds, it's not the end of the world. End of the day, if you get your workout in, you'll see benefits from it. And yeah, we don't make it here in 60 seconds. We barely make it to the 400 meter in 90 seconds, let alone 60. But I'm suffering in this run. And I do need to get my strides a little bit longer. You don't want to cut yourself short. But yeah, I died. As you can tell, I did not do 25 in that one instant sitting. I decided to, as my arms were starting to die, that I'll do my abs and then come back to the 5. Remember, like I said, the biggest portion is you want to get everything done. It's not about how you do it, as long as you're trying and you're giving it your all and you actually finish the workouts to the best of your ability. Now, as we chose our Russian twist, that's what name that I know about it. Usually we do this on a bench of some sort, but you can do this on the ground as long as you keep your legs up properly. As you get more acclimated, you might add weights to it, but I was perfectly fine not doing weighted abs as I'm still suffering. Now, we did have some technical errors, so you don't see all 5 of them, but I did do 5 of the handball tosses. But corrupted video happened, so this is all we have.
All right, we're done with day 1. As you couldn't tell in that last lap, in that last cooldown, that shit was so ass. Thank you, John, for support. John had an ass workout today too, for he had to run a 1.5 miles for practicing for his PT test in the future. But yeah, my chest hurts, my legs hurt, my ass almost cramped up. I'll see y'all on. All right, so it is week 3, day 2, and today is going to be a hell day. We're gonna start off there. We're late. I don't know if you see the shades, but we have our contacts on so that we can see as we suffer today. It's going to be paid. Also, we invested in ourselves, tripod, so John doesn't have to hold the camera. And we have cones. So let's we're gonna get to walking out our stuff, get our warm-up in while John runs, and while that's going on, yeah, we'll get back to you.
Now, this is the first day of the tripod, so can't really see everything perfectly. We do get a little bit better as the workout gets on. But workout today is a health circuit, so we don't need the 400-meter track actually. Main reason is for the warm-up. I walk the lap, like I said before, just because I'm doing this. And at the end of the day, John had to run also, so we were walking up for him. Now, we did adjust the track. We ended up doing it 150 meters by 50 meters by 150 meters by 50 meters because there's, today of all days, of course, when it's the worst day of the workouts, the field's completely occupied by a lot of people throughout the day. So we end up rewalking that out and getting it set up. So we end up doing for the health circuit a 10 meter by 10 meter square. And that's going to be, we'll do our whole workout. I'm gonna get warmed up while John starts his workout, which is 7 minutes of running, walk a lap. Oh, over here.
Yeah, there you go.
7 minutes of running, walk a lap, and then 7 minutes of running. That's his shit. I'm gonna go warm up, and we'll get back to you then. Okay, so we're done with our warm up. John's done with his run, which is great. John did great also with the 7 minute run. He made it, for reference, people were doing it. He made it about 900 meters each 7 minutes, which is good. A 400 meter lap in between, working towards his goal. But, so our workout is the circuit of hell. Behind me, circuit of hell. It's 10 meters between each cone. We have burpees, box jumps, lunge switches, abs, and strides. Now, because I don't have all those items, because I'm poor, we have to substitute some of those items. So we have burpees, we have single-legged hops each leg, we have two-legged hops, sticking, and rapid touch. Now, the reason why it's called the circuit of hell. We have to do all the set amount of each exercise. If you don't finish that exercise and you're short, you have to finish the lap. If you finish the exercise and you're past, you have to finish the lap. You must finish where you start, no matter what. And so we have 10 of each jump, 25 burpees.
What are the jumps?
I did the jumps already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So 25 burpees, 10 of each of the jumps. We're instead of lunge switches, we're gonna do lunges. That's 10 each leg. So that's gonna be short. I already know we're gonna have to do more of those, so that sucks. And then we have 25 abs. Now this is we're gonna do 3 circuits. We're gonna try it. This is just to get it done. There's no time frame, we just gotta get it done. 3 circuits and then we're done. And then we have 50-meter strides between these circuits, so.
All right, we're not gonna try to talk too much in this video. It's one of my people said that I talk a little too much in between, but yeah, this is awful. But it's a plyometric circuit, so you got to make sure you're actually making it into a plyometric circuit. So for that, burpees, you need to do a tuck jump every time. Since it's a square, I jump out. And before anybody says that I cheat on any of these workouts, I say you have to start and finish wherever. Did not say you have to move forward with every action you do. It actually becomes more of a hassle when you have to shorten up the actions to make the square in one run, because you have to either jump higher or you have to do something that's not necessarily normal. So, but yeah, that's awful. Also, before I get to it, the hopping, sticking, and hopping rapid fire. The reason why there's two different ones. So I am a jumper, and that's what we're trying to go to the trials for. When you stick, that's just the regular plyometric movement. The rapid fire keeps that quick twitch muscles going. I do triple jump. There is no sticking in triple jump. As soon as you touch the ground, you jump again. It's 3 jumps, and they're all single legged. So you have to get used to being able to rapid fire whenever you're trying to do triple jump to keep that muscles intact and ready to fire off whenever you're ready. So as you might notice, it's the second one is starting to show its toll it's taking on my body. Luckily, I have John here. I definitely recommend having a partner if you're going to do this workout, because you're going to need someone to push you when you're down, especially whenever you start taking longer and longer breaks, because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt a lot. I had to fast forward a lot of the breaks. I think whenever I were just doing the editing, it took, 600 and 900% speed through the breaks because of how many and how long they were. But end of the day, got pushed through. Now, for those who don't know, the ab I'm doing here is called penguins. You want to keep your chest up, and the goal is to move your arms and slide down until you touch the back of your heels. If you don't feel that being easy, what you see me adjust my feet, and John actually makes a reference to it when nights with it in person. You need to pull your feet out to make sure you're going further to feel that pull. You got to keep your head up so that way it's done. I count it as left, right as one. I don't count one each side. But as you might start to notice, I'm starting to dig a little bit deeper to get through these workouts, coming up on the last ones. Now right here is one I didn't think I'd actually be able to make it. It's the last thing. I did everything backwards on this set. So burpees, I asked John to do them with me just to help me get there, because I think I blacked out like once or twice mid-workout to where I actually couldn't see anymore, and I felt it was off. No throwing up, because we don't throw up around these parts, but we still feel like crap and we may faint. But we end up doing this this way, and like I said, you gotta just finish the workout. Doesn't matter how it looks. You see me crawling off the ground, pulling myself into the air. I'm doing everything I can to just finish the workout, and that's the end all be all, because that gets you all the work you need, and it's worth it. So shout out John for holding me accountable and making sure I actually get through the workout that I'm supposed to, and I appreciate you greatly for that. Yeah, I know I said I wasn't gonna do crunches in this video, but here's what I did. Yeah, crunches were the only way I was finishing this ab circuit, because I was dying, and my breathing was getting hard. So don't judge me. Also, finally, there is no recovery day inside this video. I didn't end up being able to capture it because we just did abs. We didn't do a run because we weren't feeling the greatest body-wise, but we did do some active abs and everything else and ended the week that way.
Well, that workout was ass, but besides them, they're blacking out like twice. We finished it, did all the reps, which is great. That's the first workout that was full length. All the other workouts were shortened to some extent because I wasn't physically able to do it. So that's good. We got a good push in our legs and in our lungs. So we're gonna go home, I'm gonna hydrate, and next week we're gonna start ice bathing. I would do it this week today actually, but my legs feel less worked out than my lungs. They're worked out, they're push, but they have more life in them. So we're gonna go and get a good dinner, hydrate, we're gonna stretch at home, and tomorrow we're gonna do our recovery run and probably get some abs in, and that'll be the end of the week. All right, so we'll see you tomorrow.